I'm the president of Women's Rights Without Frontiers, and we are leading the worldwide movement to end forced abortion in China and also the sex-selective abortion of baby girls in China. So, something that most Americans don't even realize is that while the United States has 1 million abortions a year, China has 23 million abortions a year. So for every one abortion we have in the United States, there are 23 in China, and many of those are forced because even under the new two-child policy, single women are still forcibly aborted, and third children can still be forcibly aborted. And China boasts that they have prevented 400 million lives through the one-child policy. So that number is more than the entire population of the United States and Canada combined, and many of those were done through forced abortion, even up to the 9th month of pregnancy. And we are leading the movement to end this atrocity. In terms of saving the baby girls, we have a Save a Girl campaign, and we have a network on the ground inside of China where we will find out about a woman who's pregnant with a girl who wants to give birth to her daughter, but who's being pressured to abort or abandon the girl by her husband and his parents. And we will actually go to her door and say, congratulations on your daughter, girls are as good as boys, and we will help you to keep your daughter by giving you a monthly stipend for a year to empower you to keep your daughter. And this does two things. Number one, the encouragement is incredible to them because they've never heard the words before, girls are as good as boys. This is a new message in the Chinese countryside. And then we give them financial support for a year and so that they can go back to their husbands, go back to their mothers and say, I can't abort, I can't abandon this baby girl. She's a lucky girl. Look, she's already bringing money into the family. And we've saved literally hundreds of babies in this way. If people are interested in helping babies or widows in China, there are several things they can do. Number one, pray for our organization, particularly our network of field workers inside of China. We are the only organization in the world that has a network inside of China that is saving baby girls and widows, and we have not been discovered by the authorities. So just pray for the protection of our network and that God will continue to hide our network under the shadow of His wing. Secondly, people can go on my website, that's womensrightswithoutfrontiers.org, and there's a big red button to the right that says Save a Girl or Save a Widow. You just click on one of those, and if you want to actually be someone who will contribute to this and know that your money is going to go straight into the hands of a woman who's trying to save her daughter or a widow who is abandoned and impoverished, you can sign up for a one-time donation or an ongoing donation, but that's a way that you can have a very direct impact on saving lives, either of baby girls or of destitute widows in China. We just publicly launched our new initiative called Save a Widow. Widows in the family structure of China has been completely destroyed by the one-child policy. Traditionally in China, elderly have been venerated, and they've had large families so that when people got old, they would have a large family to support them. But because of the one-child policy, people might not have anyone to support them. And also, China doesn't have Social Security. Their Social Security was their family. And so if you don't have a family, then you have nothing. And these widows have nothing. So a lot of these widows are absolutely desperate, and some of them are even committing suicide. One of the widows that we have actually bought herself a rope to hang herself with when life got too tough. Another one of the widows, her daughter-in-law, her son told her that her daughter-in-law said, why doesn't she just do us all a favor and kill herself? It's gotten to the point in China where suicide is almost an honorable way to go because you are saving your family money, and seniors are getting pressured into it. So we are doing the opposite. We're going to their doors, we're saying, hello, we want to help you. And of course they say, well, why do you want to help me? No one's ever wanted to help them. And so you have dignity as a human being. You're a human being created in the image of God. You need help. We're going to enable you to eat every day. And they are incredibly grateful. Our field workers they're Christians. So these women want to know, who is the God that you worship that will cause you to come to my door, support me when even my own family, my own neighbors do not support me? And a lot of them have come to faith. So we're saving not just bodies, but souls.